right, so one of the greatest comedians of all time is in concert Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in Nashville at Zany's. Our good friend Ralphie May. Ralphie, how are you?
I'm awesome, man. I'm a little under the weather. I just got over the flu. I had the bona fide flu, regular flu, 6 days. Every fluid coming out of me, chills, fever. Wow, it's so hot, I'm freezing. That's what it was. It was brutal. And it was the regular flu, not that dirty Mexican flu. Okay, like apparently some Mexicans banged some pigs with the sniffles, and we got the pig flu. It looks like we have to have the same conversation with Mexico we have with South Georgia. Look, you filthy animals, if you're going to bang pigs, all right, with the you can't bang pigs with the sniffles is what we're saying, okay?
You're not against it, you're just saying.
You can't, okay? Not with the sniffles. I know they're tempting with the little cute, little pink, curly, cute tail, just winking at you. Just come to me, all right? But you can't do it, you filthy animal, all right? That's what we're saying.
So, well, I'm terribly sorry to hear about your illness. Now, when you're sick, are you pretty good at being sick, or are you a big crybaby?
I was really good when I was awake. I was not awake as much as I should have been. And my wife just had a baby. So we have 2 babies under 2. So it was tough.
You had to quarantine yourself probably.
I did. But I couldn't stay awake. I had fever of like 102 to 104, and I couldn't stay awake. I take Tylenol and just pass out, just go to sleep.
Sounds like a great life.
You think, but when you're shivering for no reason and you're sweating and you're like, you're hating life and you're like, just die already. Just die. Get me out of this freaking misery, all right, that I'm in.
That's awesome. I thought I was the only one that did that.
No, I just want to die. I'm miserable. Oh, it'd be so much easier.
You start throwing car keys out the window here. I don't care anymore.
I don't care. Life is over. And you're freezing and you're chittering, your teeth are chattering on the toilet, and you were just there, the seat's still warm,
God.
and you were just there. It's brutal, dude, the flu. And who gets the flu in the summer? Who does that?
I'm with you. That does suck.
Stinks. Happy 4th of July. You know what I did? I was up for 2 hours and went back to sleep. I couldn't stay awake. I tried. I lost 22 pounds in 6 days. Jesus. 22 pounds. These pants didn't even fit me before the flu. It's
so
amazing.
Sorry.
It's amazing,
Ralphie May is hanging out at Zany's tonight, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Make sure you check out the show. Ralphie, you've been an entertainer for a number of years, a very long time. Did you ever have any interaction with Michael Jackson?
Oddly, I did. The last kid in question went to comedy camp at the Laugh Factory, and I was one of his instructors. They take underprivileged and children with disease who want to learn how to do comedy, and they bring in top-tier comics to help them out. And I had actually met him. And then Michael, he kind of got into comedy there for a little bit, and he had security guards that, stopped the stairway, but he stayed upstairs and watched our performances and would send us down little notes once in a while. Like Dane Cook got a lot of notes, but I got like one, great job, you really made me laugh. But it was tremendous, man. I mean, I liked Michael Jackson as the entertainer.
Yeah.
I really did. I didn't like a lot of the later stuff, his music so much, but I mean, like Thriller was the Bomb Squad.
Of course.
But man, what an amazing life that guy lived. I got to be honest with you. At the end of I watched the whole memorial service, and I found myself getting choked up and being my heartstrings being pulled and torn, and just really feeling the impact of loss, and the empathy for the family, and because we lost an entertainer, they lost a brother, a son, a father, a cousin. Okay, it's horrific stuff. But I started thinking, it was about halfway through, that what if he wasn't really dead? And what if this is the greatest way to start a concert series around the world? What if all of this was the greatest practical joke ever played, and that he was just doing this, and he was at the end of the thing, after everybody's crying and the family's leaving, you hear, the Vincent Price start with Thriller. Thriller starts up, and then the casket comes up, and Michael pops out and breaks down the Thriller dance, and he gets everybody in the stadium doing Thriller, Thriller.
I think they would have done it.
Everybody would have done it. Are you kidding me? And he would have sold out around the world. Ticket prices would have quadrupled. Mm-hmm. He would have sold out any place he wanted, anywhere around the world. How amazing would that have been?
I actually was sitting there thinking the same thing. I was watching it. With somebody standing in there watching the television with me. I was like, what would you do if that casket popped open right now and that little white glove popped out?
Freak out. People, do you know, that would, I was thinking about it. Cell phone companies would crash.
Yes.
Okay, that's instantaneously. So that stops economy. It stops the economy.
Yes.
Everyone working would stop. Stock market would have stopped. Everybody would have freaked out. Around the world, people would have been, the world would have taken a breath.
Yeah.
It would have been otherworldly. They said, close to 3 billion people witnessed it.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
One guy.
Times Square stopped.
Yeah.
People were standing in the street looking at the Jumbotron because the sidewalks didn't have any room. All right, my buddy was like, there was 2 lanes open in Times Square. It's ridiculous what happened. All right, and if that had gone down, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Once America realizes what life was without Michael Jackson after the weeks and weeks of constant 24-hour-a-day news coverage. Apparently nothing happened in the news. All right, if that would have gone down, do you understand? That would have been the greatest. This tour would have been $1 billion tour.
Yes.
Nobody, not the Stones, nobody could have done that. Okay, if he would have done that, that would have been otherworldly. That'd been like Elvis coming back. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? And then, being a fat guy, I have to tell you, I kept on looking at that coffin like, man, doesn't that look like a big chafing tray? Like there's a nice buffet, like you can just lift up the big handle right there, and there's like cocktail weenies and little, drumettes and stuff like that, But that's what it looked like, didn't it? You're like, wow, what's in there? That's a nice buffet.
We're sitting here talking to Ralphie May at Zany's through the entire weekend. 269-0021. Get the guys a call. You can get details online as well, zanies.com. Ralphie, what's the craziest thing that you do on stage on a nightly basis that just kills, that people always go crazy for?
Wow, I'm very crazy on stage. I think I'm one of the more controversial, outrageous comics in the working today. I really do. It doesn't bother me to say the truth. I'm politically incorrect.
You offend people?
Yes, without a doubt. But I offend everyone, okay? I'm not just, gender or racial specific, and it's all even-handed, and none of it's out of bounds, I think, I voted for Barack Obama. I gave him money. I did. And I got to be honest, though. I didn't know he was black until, mid-March last year. The whole time I thought he was Puerto Rican. He looked Puerto Rican. He does look Puerto Rican.
A little bit, yes.
And Obama kind of sounds kind of Spanish, como se llama, Obama.
Yes.
And pretty much to me, I was like, wow, we're about to get us an El Presidente.
That's what you thought.
That's going to be awesome. Puerto Rican president, how great would that be? Pull up at the White House in a stretch Toyota Corolla. That's tremendous. But I got to tell you, some things have changed since the election and the inauguration of Barack Obama. And one of those is that black folks, you got to start tipping now. Sorry, you had a good ride. You went 50 years with no tipping. That's a genius financial strategy if you honestly break it down.
Yeah.
As a race, they must have saved trillions of dollars. Trillions. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay? And black folks, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear any of this, the man's keeping us down. You can't complain about the man keeping you down when you're the man. Okay? Yeah. All right? Sorry. All right? And I know there's, nice black kids in Franklin right now going, Ralphie, why do we have to tip? Well, you got to tip. Everybody's got to tip.
Yes.
All right? And I know you're thinking, well, Ralphie, is it 15%? No, it's 20%. That's what it is now.
Yes.
20% across the board. I don't want to hear nothing. And they're like, Ralphie, we thought it was 15. And I'm like, well, if you'd have started tipping in 93, y'all could have got in at 15%. All right, but now it's 20. You're locked in. Sorry. That's how it goes. Rosa Parks said so Dr. King could walk, so Barack could run, so you can tip 20%. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Say it loud, say it proud.
Ralphie.